Yes, do you have an employee number?
No, ma'am. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, what did I call?
This is the FBI.
Okay, you don't have an employee number or any identifying information, so I know that I really called?
You really called.
Okay,
How can I help you?
can I have your name?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I made multiple reports to the FBI. I'm being railroaded. I have my right to go to court, and several civil rights violations have occurred, even the ability to get my mail. Post office would not deliver my mail, which is a felony. I've had multiple false arrests trying to report child abuse. Police have been covering for it. They've stalked me. I've had identity theft, food stamps stolen, attack, robberies. Police are covering for all of it.
All right, ma'am. I'm going to transfer you to our National Operations Center.
Okay.
Hit option number 6 to talk to an individual. You can provide all this information.
Okay.
Hold on, please.
Hello. Thank you for calling the FBI. This is not a 911 service for taking emergency calls. For emergencies, please call 911.
Si usted desea escuchar este mensaje en español, por favor oprima el número 1.
In a few moments, you will be connected to an operator. This call will be recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. If you do not wish to be recorded, please hang up and submit your tip online at tips.fbi.gov. That is T as in Tango, I as in India, P as in Papa, S as in Sierra.fbi.gov. During this call, you will be asked to provide identifying information about yourself and or the persons about whom you are calling. We use this information to assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide your name or other personal information. However, the lack of information may delay or hurt our ability to investigate your tip. Any information you can provide may be used for authorized purposes. To report a tip on an FBI case currently highlighted in the news, press 1. To report a tip about a threat to human life, serious bodily injury, significant violent action, or threats to national security, press 2. To report a suspicious email, hacked email, internet scams, or ID theft, press 3. To report mortgage fraud, press 4. To report telemarketing fraud, gift card fraud, identity theft, or unfair or fraudulent business practices, press 5. If you are calling about any other issue, press 6. To repeat this menu, press the pound key. Please provide the zip code of the area code you are calling from now.
And can I please have the spelling of your first and last name?
It's Keyana, last name Clark.
Okay, your first name is Keyana, N as in Nancy, A, last name Clark.
Yes, did you get Keyana?
Yes.
Okay.
And could I get your date of birth?
Yes, it is. I have.
Okay, is this regarding the same situation?
Yes, what happened, I don't know if you have a full report. I'm getting railroaded, and there's multiple corrupt government parties that are railroading me and listing. I've had robberies, thefts, attacked, ran off the road, and the police cover for all of it. They've detained me for cover up, violated my civil rights where I couldn't go to court, receive mail. I wrote multiple victims advocates and different things, and I could not receive my mail. The post office would not deliver hold my mail, and I put 4 holes and tried to report it to the police, and they covered for it. The party at the address that
okay, why are they not delivering your mail?
They're out of corruption. They also wouldn't let me go to court. I've never heard of such things where people.
What do you mean? Yeah, how did they stop you from doing that?
It was my court date. They would not take me to court. I was beating on the door, begging to go to court, and they would not let me go to court or give me an explanation, and laughed and taunted me and put me in isolation.
You were beating on what? You were beating on what door?
I was in isolation. They put me in isolation out of malice. I was threatened by inmates, and they put me in isolation. And the inmates that threatened me were having a hunky-dory time, getting extra trays and having a party after they threatened me. They put me in isolation after I got threatened and punished me, and gave the inmates that threatened me perks. This happened in 2018. It's happened multiple times. I've been put in isolation and false arrest and denied medical treatment, library, and rec.
Have you already been able to report this to the FBI previously?
I have made multiple. I went to the FBI, and I told them I was afraid for my life, and they said they were calling me help. And then someone came, took me outside, handcuffed me, and then told me I had a criminal trespass to prevent me from making more reports to the FBI. At the FBI.
So any information you would have provided previously would have already been documented, so you don't need to continue calling with the same information. Do you have any new information that you did not get to report yet?
Well, I wanted to know why the FBI and multiple parties are denying me law enforcement, and I thought tampering with evidence was a crime. Why hasn't one investigator called me? And for people to hack my phone and stop me from getting calls and texts and all this crazy things going on, why would the FBI refuse me investigation like the police department and Texas Rangers and multiple other agencies? Why was the Marshals and Homeland Security stalking me?
We're an intake-only facility, so I can't provide any information out on anything. So,
well, if this is the FBI, why would an investigator refuse to?
Any new information you have?
Why would an investigator refuse investigation for all that chaos? That's a lot of crazy things going on. I mean, my right to go to court and mail, those are, a lot of crimes are being committed.
Did you report all this to the state attorney general?
Well, FBI investigates it. Why won't they investigate it for me?
Okay, so if you have complaints against the court system or law enforcement, you need to report that to the state attorney general.
Okay, so the FBI is denying me law enforcement?
So, like I stated, you reached the intake-only facility for the FBI.
Yes, okay. So if I'm calling intake, why can't an investigator call me back if they were so corrupt they handcuffed me at the FBI to prevent my reports?
It's their discretion. We document the information. It's their discretion.
It's their discretion. So here's the thing, ma'am. Multiple parties are contributing to violating my rights, which is a crime. Conspiracy to violate civil rights is up to 10 years on the FBI page.
Internal affairs? Have you gone to internal affairs or the state attorney general?
Well, here's the thing. Each department is denying me law enforcement. It could be settled today if you weren't committing a crime and tampering with evidence.
Okay, so ma'am, you're not answering my question. Have you gone to internal affairs or the state attorney general?
FBI investigates civil rights violations. The FBI does. So what multiple parties do?
Do you have any additional information? Do you have any additional information that you weren't able to provide previously?
What multiple parties do, ma'am, is they refer me to other locations because they're tampering with evidence and committing crimes. I don't know why when I'm calling multiple places on my phone are they not amazed by my experiences and why law enforcement is denied so often for me. That is sick for me, not my rights to get violated, for me to get threatened, and they put me in isolation.
Information to provide.
Ma'am, are you covering for the crime? Because I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to the FBI. The FBI investigates these crimes. Why would you deny me that, ma'am?
If you don't end the call, you'll be connected to the operator again.
So they were way worse. They were way worse than this. That's why I started recording the calls. I called my bank to let my bank know that I was billed 2 times with AT&T. Well, the card that I paid for AT&T, and they would not give me service, period. So I tried to get a refund from my bank. They would not give it to me. I don't know who I was calling. So then they lied and said that I wasn't billed twice. I was. I said, give me the records. I know for a fact I was billed twice. Then they sent me out fraud. That's the one time that the Austin Street gave me mail to receive this fraud. They would not do a complaint or do an investigation on why AT&T would not refund me my money back because they would not give me phone service. So you know what? This has been going on years. I just don't have. I want to cry, because I just can't believe the world is this sick. I have a YouTube channel. I miss my daughter. I miss my family. They won't discuss it. I have no support system. And I go year after year begging for help. I went to the Texas Rangers begging for help, and they arrest me. Trying to sit at the support group and get education. Arrested there. How much longer will this go on? I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's sick. I don't have the right to regular phone service. All these people are covering for crimes. I mean, I understand that there's corruption, but when you're so corrupt, you won't even deliver a party meal. I have missing meal now. I have a card that's supposed to have money on it that I have not received, that I was supposed to receive over a month ago. The information from the district attorney, I have not received anything that will benefit my life and help me with reports. I don't receive. I applied for food stamps again, and weird things went on with that. They will not investigate how the food stamps disappeared. How do you steal child support payments that you have nothing to do with? Why would they allow someone to take someone's child support payments? That's some pretty sick corruption. And it's still going on. They will not give me law enforcement, period, with all this chaos going on. I'm sorry that I just cannot believe our government is this sick. Having other people leave parks because I'm there. Then COVID happened. I told them I'd be back in 2 weeks. Then COVID happened. I'm not saying that they're related, but I didn't have rights. Then no one did. So I don't know what else to do. You could say that I don't know if these calls are authentic. I was handcuffed at the FBI. Why would the FBI get me off the phone to prevent me from making reports that they're supposed to investigate? What is happening? Why wasn't she surprised when I told her all that chaos? Why was she more why did she want me off the phone? Why was that her major concern? It was like she was interrupting evidence instead of taking it. It's sick.